And all my insights, all my vision is how kids learn, how the next generation learn in 20, 30, or 35 will be radically different than today's education.
So you're 18, still in high school. You have all these educators out there been educated like 13, 14, 50, 40 years, right?
Hmm.
Why should someone like take your point of view versus all these, bureaucratic educators?
Yeah. Um, I think there are a couple ways to answer that. The first direct answer is there's this curse of knowledge, and I feel, and I already met like educators. I met educators on both sides who has the 40 years experience who disagree with me completely with those, but also met educators who has 40, 50 years of experience, but be like, oh, you're on the right step. This is what's going to happen, and they are also believing in this reform. And I personally think once you step into a field too deep, or if all you focus on is you have a really tunnel vision of being an educator or in education, and sometimes they take like a grand view of the world to see where the world is going, so you can kind of open the vision up and actually know what is the best or where it's heading. I will give an example, which is, for example, in education where there's this map score people really care about. It's really testing what the subject knowledge, like for example, eighth grader, what kind of subject knowledge does he have, and they give a score. And there are certain education methods that will give a higher map score to that eighth grader if they undergo that experience. But that doesn't mean and people sometimes translate them directly means the education method is better. But the truth is really is going back to what's the purpose of education is maybe to succeed in the real world. And maybe yes, because of memorization, you get that map score higher. But does that really translate to anything in the real world down the line?
Yeah, you're right. Because like in real life, it's more memorization. You got to actually know the knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm. Know the knowledge, executions. A lot of it, really, a lot of it executions. I'm taking IB business. It's kind of sort of college level business core on the side, and for a semester now, and I have yet to learn a single thing that I use in my startup. So really, execution. Everybody's figuring it out, and yeah.
And you live with both your parents?
No, I live with my mom. My dad is in Shanghai, China.
Okay,
He worked for Dyson actually.
okay. But they're still married?
Yeah, that's still
Okay.
married.
So what do your parents think about you doing this stuff? Or they're like supporting you, or they're like down, be a kid, you have all your life to work, or they're like kind of supporting you?
My parents really care about college, and I do think things that I do will translate to their goal and in their perspective too. But a lot of what I do is I still have good grades. I still have good test scores. I just don't talk too much about what I do outside school.
Hmm.
And they kind of have an idea, but luckily my parents are not really control freak.
Yeah.
Even though we have different perspective, we believe in quite opposite different things for education. They still let me do what I'm doing
Mhm.
as long as I'm not going to their face and be like, oh, here's what I'm doing and here's
Yeah.
why I should do it. And they kind of know it too.